Hello, Cancer. This is your forecast for the week starting August 29th, 2016. And this also applies if you have a Cancer rising, also known as the Cancer ascendant. Cancer, quick reminder for you guys, I'm still doing my survey on my website, integrativemysticism.com. I may be actually changing the way I do horoscopes. Maybe going to a bi-weekly basis, longer videos, incorporating astrology, more kind of time and information kind of going in there. You can bounce around, all kinds of good stuff. Please don't mishear me. I think my throat chakra needs to be balanced or cleansed because a lot of people heard a lot of things that I didn't say, but you can check out information of what I'm going to do on my website. I also put a video up last week. Now let's get started with your session. All right, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Hedge Witch. And the Hedge Witch, interestingly enough, Cancer, talks a lot about being able to pay attention to when it is time to, I guess you could say, act with the knowledge, act on secrets. You're going to be finding out a lot of secrets, a lot of shortcuts this week. The Hedge Witch is usually a sign that it's time to kind of use certain advantages. In this deck, it usually talks about whether they are advantages that come from, again, intel that you get from others. But we're using these advantages that, in a way that are not overt. We're not being sloppy. We're not being, we're not being silly about it, okay? Because the Hedge Witch is kind of like, okay, I just found out that this is what's going on in my neighborhood, so this is what I should do, or I just, you're going to get some heads up. Now, whether it's a good heads up or, maybe a heads up in any heads up is a good heads up. It's like, I there's no such thing as a negative anything when it's a heads up. That's how I look at it, because you always have free will. So I kind of feel like what's happening with the Hedge Witch card is we're paying attention to where heads up are coming. Don't ignore it, don't dismiss it. Use it to your advantage subtly, but you will be getting some serious heads up about all areas of your life this week. It's always nice to get those. Okay. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we have the Ten of Swords upright. And this card can indicate a rough end or a bad end to a bad situation. That's how I always paraphrase this. What I'm getting uniquely for you in this situation is that the Ten of Swords is kind of something that you do. This is something that you do. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. I'm getting this as a voluntary choice. This is something that you end. So let's have a look and see a little bit more about what that means or what that entails. Okay. So I've got the Three of Cups inverted and the Knight of Swords inverted. And when we talk about, you ending things, now we're talking about you probably ending or destroying a work relationship, or maybe even ending a relationship with a friend that has proven to be very, very negative when it comes to the handling of personal responsibility, money, and resources. There's nothing wrong with, with being aware when something's bad. Just do it nicely. Don't do it too harshly this week. This could also be you cutting yourself off from a toxic client, or walking away from, a client or a customer that is absolutely no good for you. This is not bad, though. Usually with the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords inverted, it's like you are the one. You are the one doing the chopping here. I'm not seeing you doing anything to hurt yourself, but you are doing the chopping this week. So just be prepared for that. We're cutting somebody out or off. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends and relatives and the others in your life, we do have the Moon card inverted. What do we talk about with this Hedge Witch card? People are revealing secrets this week, and this may be a confession. This may be a confession that is not ready to come out. This may be a confession that is not ready to be aired. So, again, be like the Hedge Witch, honor secrets, honor stealth. Don't be like, guess what she just told me? You don't need to do that. That's just so awkward and rude. But with the Moon card inverted, we are seeing somebody needing to confess something to you this week. And this confession will actually bring you a weird sense of relief. I don't know if this is about a good thing or a bad thing, because this is just a general reading. But I definitely think that this is going to give you a sense of relief having it concrete. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Hermit card inverted. Be careful about untimely retreats this week. When I say untimely retreats, I'm talking about, Cancer, you're going to be tempted to run away a lot. You're going to be tempted to run away, hide out, stop calling people. And I'm not saying you're doing this because you're going through you're in a state. I'm saying that you might be doing this because you're tempted. You're just feeling like you're burning out. You may be feeling like you're losing patience with people. And so you may be feeling like it's time to, kind of run off. Again, have that untimely retreat. Don't do that this week with the Hermit card inverted. All right, your challenge this week is not to do that. Your challenge is to stay engaged. Your challenge is to finish the discussion. Your challenge is to stick it out. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we've got the Page of Pentacles inverted. This card can indicate a need to pay attention to where relationships themselves are actually going to be okay. It's just this inability to incorporate the pragmatic and the sensible. Okay? Love and romance, affection, all of that is very, very sweet, and it's going to stay that way. But we don't want to be acting like a bunch, like irresponsible kids the whole time either, because the Page of Pentacles inverted can indicate that you and a partner, you and a crush, maybe going out of your way to prove something through ways that are way too superficial. Okay, whether it's spending too much money, maybe it's not even about spending too much money. Maybe we're like, I want this person to show their love this way, and it's like so superficial and artificial, and it's like practically carbon copy out of a movie. You and your partner and you and your crush need to be focusing on originality this week. There needs to be appreciating of humble, sweet, wholesome originality, because the Page of Pentacles inverted is saying, while the two of you are going to be definitely connecting, the only missing piece with the Page of Pentacles inverted is the fact that, again, it's like we're trying to act like we're in love when we're already in love, or we're trying to act like we care when we already care. So why do we need to act a certain way? It's an interesting lesson to learn. So that is your forecast, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.